Yo, what is going on everyone? Welcome back to the channel, man. It is your boy Maziar here, and we are back with another Clash of Clans video. And guys, onto this video, we are going to indeed dive back into the Queen Charge Lalo right here. And yes, I've changed the army slightly by adding a wall breaker into it, like an extra one, which is now 5. And that really helps sometimes with your funneling, with your king funneling, and also with your heroes to get deeper into the base if you needed them to. Now, this video, we're going to showcase some of the box bases and also some of the harder bases that some people might find with Queen Charge Lalo. So without any further ado, let's just jump into this video, man. Let's go. Alright guys, first thing first, we have Eve Mark right here, and I'm attacking him with his box base. Now this box base has 2 rage spell, which is super hard to Queen Charge Lalo because, well, there's just so much damage. Now Queen Charge Lalo on box bases, there's a few variety of it, but the main 2 approaches we're going to be working on this video. The first one being that little Queen Charge for the Town Hall, to be able to get the Town Hall and the Queen behind the Town Hall and get the value with the nice wall breaker into the core. Now you can use Flame Flinger on either side, but depending on where you drop the Queen, it's better to drop the Flame Flinger on the same side because, well, Queen can tank those mortars for you, as you're seeing right now. Now you saw I have 5 wall breakers, so if I want to get some walls a bit more open, I can use that extra wall breaker and I'm not gonna be running out of it. Now here, I'm not sure if my Queen's gonna go in, so I make those invisible. I know my Flame Flinger will target another thing, but it was worth it. It was worth it than, you know, my Queen going really wrong, CC coming out, I cannot wall break her anymore. So always use that invisibility nicely if you needed to, or if you not sure if your Queen gonna go to the right way. Flame Flinger gonna turn back and shoot that mortar and also the scatter shot. Good thing, good man, the CC's ice golems, and there is no single tower behind the Town Hall. Well, now king getting dropped, I'm gonna follow the king. You can add 1 wizard if you want to. I've had some issues with the funneling sometimes if I don't have the wizard, for example, and the baby jack is already used with the queen, but it's always fine. But it's not the best funnel you can have, depending how you're gonna use your loons. I'm not a pro Queen Charge Lalo attacker, so I don't even claim to be, but that's why I need more funneling troops and also more loons maybe. Anyway, wall breaker for the king, just in case the wall breaker gets so much value. I just sent him, look, first one didn't open too much, but the next one was meant for the queen, and you can already see I have 1 more. These are how, like, you can play with your wall breakers really nicely when you have 5. I'm gonna start the Lalo right here when my royal champion is still kind of alive, delaying with the warden and then getting dropped. I'm gonna do a nice freeze on those 3 key defenses, being multi heroes and also the wizard tower. Pop a nice early warden ability because you're going to be facing the rage tower soon, and you don't want to spend your freezes because, well, at the back end sometimes your royal champion can clutch everything up, or your queen. Guys, don't forget, with the Queen Charge Lalo, if you are charging the Town Hall like that, the Flame Flinger will be opening some of the walls around the queen sometimes, and she can be the one that finishes off the base, even if your Lalo is not the best, which in this case is kind of the middle. Okay, my Lalo was alright. I think I could have improved it. Of course, there's always room for improvement, but the queen's still alive, and that's a beautiful thing. We're gonna crush this base, and this was the first method of trying to get these box bases out. So simple Queen Charge, Flame Flinger, and king, Lalo the rest with the RC. Okay guys, we are here on the next base, and this is it. This is the next method of Queen Charge Lalo on box bases. Depending on where the multi-infernos are, you really want to choose if you're going to charge the Town Hall or charge the other side and Lalo the Town Hall. Now you can see already, if I charge the Town Hall, there's CC, there's single inferno, spell tower behind the Town Hall, and a monolith. And the queen doesn't get any more, and there's so many splash on the lower side, which we cannot Lalo everything, so we need to get the queen to that lower side. Now here, gonna use the same kind of method because it just works really well with the queen and Flame Flinger at the same side. Queen skipping the scatter shot, so my Flame Flinger gets it. And because we have so many wall breakers, you're gonna take a look at how easily I'm just wall breaking everything in. Queen's gonna go to the multi-inferno compartments with the eagle to try to get the best value out of that whole area. We're also going to activate, hopefully, and take out that spell tower, which is poison. It could be annoying sometimes on your loon, so always try to take it out maybe if you can with the queen. Funneling the queen, but there is so many Teslas, And this is where, again, similar type of approach. You can drop the king earlier this time so the queen doesn't go to the outside, and also you can take some damage off the queen by dropping the king onto the, for example, warden tower. But now I wanted to do the exact opposite. I was waiting for the warden tower to target the queen because my queen was on the rage, so king doesn't take too much damage and only just deals with the enemy queen and stuff. Now you can see already the plan. The plan is this: king to the other scatter, the other scatter is down, queen to just get the lower side, and RC with the Lalo will come to the top side. Now you need to be, I wouldn't say lucky, but you need to have some kind of luck, okay, to the CC doesn't be too much of an annoying CC like a Titan maybe. And we're gonna go to the top side where I Laloed, and yep, just going to go into the town hall. Watch out, don't use too many freezes, and you need to take out, by the way, those buildings on the outside as well, but don't use too many freezes on your queen charge because of the spell tower behind the town hall. If you use too many freezes and the spell tower is still not activated, and yeah, my loons went for the spell tower, that's kind of unlucky, so it's fine, it's gonna go off. Town hall will be invisible, but don't panic, there is not much base left. You have one invisibility too, so always that royal champion or some back end loons can finish off the base nicely. Queen still alive, king, I think, yeah, he's still alive, he just went down, and the RC easily helping out and trying to get this base down. Now Laloing the town hall is not everyone's cup of tea. I know it's gonna be hard, but it just takes practice. Keep on doing it. I'm not the best Lalo player, so I sometimes mess it up as well. It's all good. It just takes so much practice to be able to path all your loons to the town hall. Alright guys, we are on a diamond base. Now this is going to be different because this diamond base was kind of hard for me to, beat, because I found it 3 times in Legends and I only tripled it once, but I always use different methods. Now one of my methods that worked really nicely is to queen charge into that row that I just opened. You need to get the queen inside and use that invisibility. If you see the diamonds are like this, you need to get her in one of the rows so she can clear out the same row and the left and the right side of that same row. Now king to funnel her back inside, and also guys, because the town hall is really in the corner and the CC is on the town hall side, I can easily just blimp the town hall. I have Yeti blimp, rage it up, get the CC pool and get that town hall out the way, because I don't want to Lalo it and have my loons go through the poison, even though I popped the warden. But now look at that, 3 more war breakers. I'm going to use one for the king so he can go in for that enemy RC. 1 headhunter for him too. The love hound in this clan castle is coming to my king. Queen is going to be outside of the range of the monolith for now, which is very nice, on that row that I was talking about. And this is where, if you see your queen doing amazing, rage her up and then start the Lalo. Don't start the Lalo if you see your queen is too much on the damage and you don't rage her, because if you're Laloing, you're really like focusing on the Lalo itself, right? You need to have a good Lalo. This is all about everything together. So you need to have focus on your Lalo or on your queen. It's hard to have it on both, or for example, you're gonna mess everything up, man. Okay, so that love hound gonna pull so many traps. Look at how many traps he just pulled. 1 rage right there, pop the warden ability. Those headhunters will melt enemy king and also will go to the enemy queen and melt them. Very nice warden ability, I think, there. And my queen's still fine in that row. Just pop her ability if she's on too many damage. Don't worry guys, you won't need the ability for later in the base, because guys, there is not much damage left. Always take a look at that in the middle of the base. If you need to pop the queen ability, pop it. Don't drop an invis, because then if your queen ability also goes off, you basically swagged an invisibility spell. So don't be scared, pop the queen ability nicely. And yes, this is also a triple, not a crushed base, I would say, because the Lalo part wasn't the easiest, I would say, and there was too much buildings on the top side, especially also with the Tesla farm. So we still managed to get it, and this method worked really well for me on diamond bases, especially, as I said, there is a row in between them, like, like a zebra, all those rows. I don't know how to say it, but you get the whole point. Now the next base is an interesting one, because not a lot of people really like that base, and well, I found it I think once, and this method got me triple in the first time attacking it. So let's go to the next base and see this mysterious layout. Okay, here we are, man. This is it. double invisibility, literally anti-blizzard, anti-super archer, or I would even say super bowlers. This is insane. Like, this base, I really hate it, okay? But what is the method and how do you get it done with? Now, you want to charge into the place that is kind of, I would say, open, because then your queen have access to so much stuff and you don't need much of a funneling or perfect wall breakers, right? So always pull the CC as well if you can, so the queen can actually have a nice access and kill it before she deals and she gets into the base and have too much damage to deal with. Flame Flinger on one side. Now you can see already again that mortar being tanked by the queen, so the Flame Flinger has nothing to worry about. I have one goblin just to, you know, test for any traps, because it's fast, it can go forward. It's better than the barbarian, I believe, in my opinion. But that Flame Flinger is meant for the scatter shot and also the multi inferno. If my queen goes nicely, she can get the scatter shot herself, but watch out, there is so much damage in this area, with the sweepers also later on going to push your healers. So I'm dropping the king so that expo doesn't lock onto my queen. That's just extra damage, where you can have your king tank for the queen nicely as well. But watch out, that monolith, oh my days. Okay, you need to freeze it nicely. Keep having your eye on there. I dropped 2 headhunters, pop the king ability. It doesn't matter if it's too early, it doesn't matter at all. You're just funneling that queen into the town hall. Now I freeze this again because I want the monolith. It doesn't matter if it goes invisible after that, it's completely fine. My queen will be targeting something else, but if the monolith stays and it goes invisible, that's when you need to use the queen ability, invisibility, more freezes. And another rage is too much. It's too much damage. And I start the Lalo because I can see my queen. After the town hall gets invisible, she might actually run to the outside. So always start the Lalo early, freezing that invisibility, and I pop the queen ability. This is important. Some people don't do that, but if you do that, you can easily get it done with and have that rage spell saved for later in the base. Going in, warden ability will have to be used on the areas that are really so much damage, or you are doing, for example, 2 or 3 headhunters at the beginning and you need the warden ability. I didn't need it here because the multi is a bit further. I was able to pop it nicely, and look at that Flame Flinger, beautifully getting things done. And look at that wall breaker right here. That's a nice wall break. I know it's not going to be doing too much, but you saw from some of my attacks before, or even some of my attacks on this video, I didn't pay too much attention, but the wall breaker in the Flame Flinger sometimes can help you out a lot if your queen is behind the wall, or if the yetis need to get to the other side of the wall for the cleanup. And yes, this is again a crushing base. You saw from a lot of my attacks, the world champion stays alive, you know, quite a bit, and that is a good thing because she is the key to a good queen charge Lalo. Sometimes you can easily just drop her sometimes just for one multi inferno, which queen or king, or for example your Lalo, is hard to reach, but mainly she's just too powerful with the main Lalo, man. And that was it, guys, for the video. I hope you enjoyed this little, you know, guide-ish type of thing for the queen charge Lalo that a lot of you has been asking for it. And I can do a full, I would say, crazier guide, like a very longer one on a lot of the bases and stuff. But overall, queen charge Lalo is a beautiful strategy. It's super hard to attack, to actually master, better say, in Legends League, especially because there is so many varieties of bases, different styles, different style of box bases. It's insane, and you need to just practice to get it really, like, get really well in it. So trust me, copy this army. The link is always in the description down below. I'm gonna have some links also on your screen right now, so make sure you go and watch them. Keep them like if you like them, and I hope I see you soon on the next one. So take care, peace.